Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NHOU. Previously, Sam installed a MyCalibrator tuner from Livernois Motorsports in a sheriff's patrol car. The performance was so good that the sheriff is now getting the same treatment for his personal truck. To keep the air intake temps down, Sam's also installing an upgraded front mount intercooler.
I got the sheriff's charger back in the shop. If you guys remember last season, I did a 3-inch pipe stainless steel exhaust and a cold air intake. Now it's time to add some real horsepower by installing a MyCalibrator from Livernois Motorsports. So what we're gonna do is, in this case, because it's a cop car, it's got a lot of accessories on it, so I don't know the condition of the battery. I'm gonna hook up a charger to it. And it's a good idea to always hook up a charger to your application so that there are no glitches in the upload and download process of the factory file and the Livernois tune. The case of a Dodge or a Mopar from 2015 and newer, you have to take the computer out because they've locked them. So you take the computer out, send it off to Andy at Livernois, they unlock it, give it back to you. Then you take the MyCalibrator, and in this case, you're gonna require one tool extra, which is gonna be a panel popper. Because on the Dodges, you get an extra cable. That extra cable is gonna require a power port. On the passenger side, you're gonna take the factory kick panel out, and then you're gonna go to the green fuse panel that's gonna supply you power, and you're gonna find a port and plug this in. That's gonna hook up to the cable that comes into every MyCalibrator's box, which is the OBD2 port that connects to the car itself and then the MyCalibrator device. Cool thing about the MyCalibrator is it's gonna give you a lot of horsepower at the wheels. It's gonna give you shift point adjustability, tire size adjustability to calibrate that speedometer. If you change the rear end gear ratio, you can calibrate that as well. There's a lot of good things that come with the MyCalibrator. The sheriff loved his charger so much with the tune that I did from Livernois Motorsports, he brought me his personal F-150, which is a 3.5 liter EcoBoost. So we're gonna put another MyCalibrator tune on it along with a front mount intercooler, because the MyCalibrator is gonna give it 70 horsepower and 60 foot-pounds of torque. But we gotta keep that air charge temperature down. The more you keep that air charge temperature at bay, the less spark knock you have, which means you'll retain the timing that's been put into your car from the tune from Livernois, and you'll keep that power. Basically, we're gonna add this intercooler, all aluminum, way more efficient to keep heat soak at bay. This is a very easy installation. 2 50mm bolts is gonna remove the factory intercooler. There's 2 hoses, 1 intake hose, and a bypass valve with an electronic connector. Remove the connector, then we're going to remove the hoses from the intercooler. We're going to use a pick like this to separate the hose, silicone hoses, from the intercooler itself, bring it down, transfer over the electronic blow-off valve, and put the new factory Livernois intercooler back in its place, and it's going to look just like that. I know the sheriff's gonna be really happy with the horsepower we made on both his vehicles today. Now, his personal vehicle with an extra 70 horsepower and 60 foot-pounds of torque and that new heat exchanger is gonna really put a smile on his face. But the charger they're gonna be using as a recruiting tool. So the next steps we're gonna take on it is gonna be a front and rear Hellcat fascia, and then we're gonna wrap it. Then the Barrow County Sheriff's Department is gonna be using that car and going to car shows around the state of Georgia and recruiting new police officers. If you guys want your car to make as much power as these two did, check out Livernois Motorsports.